So the first step in massage is the initial touch. One thing we have to really be aware of when we work on some long hair is just kind of just getting a good habit of moving the hair back like this. Because when we start massaging, one hair is sticking out, we grab it and pull it, painful. So, you know, nice little strokes like this, gets the hair out of the way. All right, and see how I'm always keeping a hand on her the whole time. So here, some lotion. So if you ever have a dispenser that you can kind of pour it on, make sure you always put in your hand. Because I always tell everyone, you're working on a human being, not a hot dog, so don't just spread on the lotion or oil, you know, like this. Put it in your hands. And on days that you have lotion or oil and it's cold, this is a nice easy technique. You can just warm up your hands like this. Nice and warm, keep it warm. And I like to do a couple swoops on myself, get it ready on my elbows, my wrist, my knuckles. Now I'm here, I can rub some more on my hands, keep the contact. So initial touch, I'm right here on initial touch. Put my palms right above that. And I just let my body sink in. All right, gonna take a nice big deep breath for me. Exhale. Take another nice big deep breath. Exhale. All right, now this time take a nice big deep breath through your nose. And nice and slow out your mouth. Get those palms nice and deep. So the bone down here, the hip bone, they call it the ilium. And you press, you get right underneath that. And you go down the whole ilium right here. And back. Come up. Down. And one at a time back onto the body. And I like to do this opening stroke 2 or 3 times, just depending. So let me slow down the next part. So let me show you what you don't ever want to do. Just simple little things to be aware of. So coming down, so it's a bad habit to get used to putting your fingers under the sheet. Even though right now, honestly, I'm not doing anything inappropriate, it's just a bad habit to do. So always over the sheet this way and down. And then I'm gonna come back up. So in between the ribs, when I'm getting, there's little muscles in between the ribs called the intercostals. My fingers are rakes, getting in between now, down there, and back, up to the upper traps and rhomboids through here. So really gonna drill this move a lot. And you get, come down this way, do one at a time. And back. I do a lot of neck in the back routine. The biggest complaint you will hear is my neck, and second biggest is the back. I like getting a lot of trap. So let's talk about the strokes. So right here, when I'm grabbing and pinching, petrissage, pinch, petrissage, pinch. So this is right here is a petrissage movement. There are 5 basic massage strokes, and we're just going to work on 2 tonight. So effleurage is the first one, and this right here is just effleurage. Nice, long, relaxing strokes. And the second one right here, petrissage. down. Practice this as well. Here, press in, come back up. And come back down like this way. Back up this way.
I've been full of regret this whole time. I'm like,
I love that. That is like my sweet spot.
You're like, why didn't I raise my hand?
Literally.
She was so quick.
I tell Mom and Smitty, I'm like, Nick, get in there
Right.
right now. They're like, no, you need deep tissue.
Everyone's gonna have their favorite part of the body to work on. Typically, your favorite part is gonna be what it's most painful for you. Anytime you're needing lotion, still hands still on here, lip, apply, go. So more contact, the better. I mean, not saying nothing wrong with taking your hands off and putting some lotion on, but the more contact you have during the whole massage, the better. Let me show you that beginning stroke one more time. You'll see too, we work on a lot of flowing in our massage. So what you don't want to do in your massage is, say I'm up here working, so right here is the levator scapula, here's the traps, rhomboids, that's what I'm working on really. Mostly a little bit of levator scap and upper traps. I do this movement here. So if I was to work on that area and then I wanted to go to the lower back, I wouldn't just be like this and then go work on the lower back. I'm going to transition and flow to there. Here, down, and I'm going to flow, come down this way, and then work that lower back. All this relaxing movements, then when the body gets nice and warm and heated up, then we can go deep. Because what you don't want to do in massage is go too deep too fast, because that's when you can really cause the injury to be worse. You'll feel the change in temperature of the body. You press it on the rhomboids and you get really deep in there. See how it just pops that scapula right off. The border of the scapula here, that's the attachment of the rhomboids, the sits muscles, the teres, the lat. You can grab that and just turn it, stretch it.
and she's loving it.
It feels so good.
This will open up your shoulder. If you have any kind of shoulder pain, this will really help shoulder pain. Because right now I'm massaging on the spine of the scapula as well. I'm just really getting that shoulder opened up. And any kind of neck pain through here, this will help relieve that too.
I don't know if mine moves like that.
Oh, it does. And look at the difference on blood flow now. And you can see this scapula is a little more elevated because it's got stretched and released. Massage can do so much for the body. Right, so I like to go nice and slow in my strokes. The slower you go, the more relaxing the person feels and the longer the session feels. I've gotten massages where the therapist is like this, and tell me how different that feels.
A big difference. You just woke me up.
That's a big difference. And what happens in the beginning of when you guys learn, I noticed I've seen every student do it, so keep working slow. Is when we learn a 15-minute routine, you look at the clock, you're like, shit, I got 15 minutes left, I'm behind, and you start speeding up. So when that happens, you're like, all right, I'm running a little bit behind. Stay centered, stay focused, move slower. Still move slow, but just cut the time off. Like, all right, I gotta move. I was supposed to have 5 minutes on this area, now I'm only gonna have 2 minutes, but still move slow. Because you spend those 2 minutes being like this and all choppy and nervous, that energy runs through that person. But if you're centered and calm, that runs through them as well. You guys try to be like this when you first start, and as you get more advanced and skilled, you'll learn how you can twist and maneuver your body. But over time, I just done this so many times, I just learned what's perfect for me. When you start like this. And if you're a little short, you can come side like this and come back and press down like that. But if you want to try it like this, please see what feels good for you. But you gotta use your body weight. That takes time. So remember, I'm not pressing with my shoulders, I'm not pressing at all. I'm just letting my body weight hang. And from here, my shoulders relaxed, my wrists relaxed, and my hands are relaxed. And all my pressure is just in my palms, and just letting my body weights glide down the back. And everything changes as my hands go down. And you see how many times my body weight, I shifted my body. It's all body weight. Even when I come back this way, I'm not pushing from here. I'm not, because over time, this is gonna really hurt my back. I'm still using my body weight and come in this way. Even if I want to, I can come like this, turn my body even more and come like that. And really get in there. So watch when you come and you pull. A lot of people make the mistake of pressing down. Don't press down. Press up and back. All right, before we start, any questions? All right, so then whenever you're done with the back, so every time I finish an area, I like to have something that signifies that I'm ending. So mine is, they call them nerve strokes. And I just like to, right at the spine, real light up the spine, all the way up. And as I'm doing this, I just grab the sheet. And I go do the legs.